So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Ball trot.
58's the mic.
54 is down, he's coming.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
9, go.
Back to throw, Watson. Flush to his right. They still can't get him. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Minkah Fitzpatrick that time to break that one up. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know, but all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
Going 58's the mic. I got wide, I got wide. 58, boys, 58. 58's the mic. Blue Dan, blue Dan.
Hey, alert, alert.
58's the mic. 59, go.
Throwing again is Watson.
Check the backer, check the backer.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
I'm coming back.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Mike 22, he's coming. 22's coming. Mike. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Mike's 22, Mike 29. Check. Mike 22, 22's coming. Mike. Yeah. Motion.
Boy, and now they can't even get a playoff. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it.
You think you gonna get this?
24.
You think you gonna get this? You go hot 7. You got tight right there. 58, boys. 58's Mike. Hey, tighten down.
Go.
They are going for it. Here's Watson.
Whip. Watch the whip.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 23. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Alert 3.
Throwing on 1st down. Glenn, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
All day, baby.
I think this is where we see how the game has moved along a little bit. Free safety, no blitz, but reads the play, has no responsibility in coverage, and takes a gamble and goes against the quarterback.
Well, is that a spot, though, where when he's coming, the quarterback needs to be able to find somebody or not necessarily? Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
Well, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up. Back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? Is biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Airs it out toward the corner of the end, and it's intercepted at the goal line. A great read, and it's picked off. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times.
57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Check 13. No. Off.
After the interception, here's Watson. He's going to take another shot here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
58, boys, 58 is Mike. I'm trying to collect. 58.
On 2nd and 10, Watson.
Woo-hoo.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Watson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. It's the fullback. His 2nd touchdown on the season as they are now on the board here in the 1st half. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 28-7 ball game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, one play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
A really good pickup of 28 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 47. Back to throw. Glenn throwing the out route and complete. That's May.
All day, baby. Let's go. Let's go.
And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
57's the mic.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
At all costs. 54. Wahoo. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Bandit. Bandit. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Check.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Looking long for Thomas. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Get him, boy.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage.
Delta, Delta.
58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
Sponge.
Back to the air, Watson on second down. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 40. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. The number 7 usually lucky here, not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game, 7, you're right, not lucky at all.
Yeah, Ty Detmer, the last to do it in 2001. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll be down deep into Houston territory. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
57. Mike, 57.
In your face.
Yep.
Mike's 57.
Ready?
Looking to throw. Glenn. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Let's get in there. Let's get in there, Hal.
54. Go.
58's the Mike. 58.
Here's Watson.
Watch the run.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things.
58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. I'm on.
Shift. Slam. Line up. Line up. Go.
Third and long. It's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. With that interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
Eight. The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
Yeah, Ty Detmer.
He's with the Lions at that time. To get to 8, are we sure he knows what color jerseys his team's wearing in this one?
I don't know. It has not been good. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
On first and 10, Glenn. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
57. Mike, 57.
Go. Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
Back to the air on second down. Glenn. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Buzz.
Back to throw. Glenn.
Here we go. Watch
and that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Number 84, incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Now.
Mike, watch 57. Watch the slant. Check nickel. Check safety.
Let's go. Fight.
On 4th down, Glenn flushed out right. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Hey, 58 is the Mike. Going 58's the Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Shift.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 32. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with a coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
We got this.
Ready up.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. This quarterback now nearing the 300-yard mark with still a quarter to play. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Glenn. Throw left side complete. That's May. He got 29 yards that time. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Let's make these bets.
Let's go. Get set.
57's Mike.
Yeah.
Again, he'll drop the throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Hey, go.
Mike 57.
Hey.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. And who we go?
57's the Mike.
Here's 2nd and 8. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
57's the Mike. 57.
Ready.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
He will be brought down well shy of the goal line. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
Buzz. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Kill.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Time to go, night.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Watson. Now he's flushed out left. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
He's coming. 59. Ball trot.
Now Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right. And got his man complete. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Now that one hurts defensively. They force them into 3rd and long, had the advantage, yet they give up the big play right there.
Yeah, their offense was already warming up on the sideline, ready to come out. So much for that 3 and out.
58's the Mike.
58's the Mike. Double dog, that's the way.
Shift, watch the shift.
Hey, check 24, watch 24.
Hey, alert 3.
Watson on first down. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Man, I got you.
Watson now to throw.
Let's pin the mirrors back and go full strength.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the Jags grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, two hands. Get two hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one hand, but put it away, tuck it away, because you've got to take care of the ball.
Throwing to start the drive. Glenn, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
Bravo.
Looking to throw. Glenn. Got a man on the right sideline. That's Fisher. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 37-yard line.
57's the Mike. 57's the Mike.
Back to throw.
I'm coming after you.
Glenn.
I'm coming after you.
And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 24. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
Flush to his right. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
I'm coming for you. You mine.
Hey, 59. Charlie. Now let's go.
To throw is Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
You better be ready.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Watch safety creeping.
54 is down. He's coming. High 7.
Here's Watson.
Right there. Come off the ball hard.
Escaping the pressure right. And Thomas has it. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for third down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
26, 19.
58's the Mike.
24.
Oh, D, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving.
Converge. At 54.
58.
At 55.
Hey, here we go.
Check three, check three, check three. Joker, joker.
Out, go.
Kill,
Watson.
Kill.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call.
Hey,
They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
58's the Mike, 58. 58.
Haywood.
Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Watch the flood. Motion. Bump.
58, right over there.
31.
Mike, 58, right there.
They're going for it. It's Watson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes.
Boom!
Boy, a curious decision to go for it.
Sack.
Doesn't pan out. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Here we go.
On the NFL scoreboard, third quarter from Oakland. Chargers continue to pull away. They have opened that lead up even further. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Here's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts. That will be their 3rd and final stoppage as they'll only have the 2-minute warning now remaining. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Charlie.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
2nd and 5. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, the secondary's really struggled today, but that's a little bit of a measure of revenge, isn't it? And they just followed the basic rules. See ball, knock ball away, turns into a nice play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Glenn. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Justin Reed. And the return goes up to his own 17-yard line.
That's right.
Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here.
58's the Mike, 58.
24.
58's the Mike.
All right, D. Let's start. All right, D.
58, right over there.
Line up, go.
Mike, 58,
On 1st
right there.
down, Watson.
All you get is a headache.
Now he'll escape to his right. Now he'll go. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there. 83 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Extra point right down the middle. And that will get them one closer. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
The Jaguars take over.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but The turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not to the others. Try and make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Ready?
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Glenn. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now here is another interception. Picked off around the 37. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
He's going to take a shot, and this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
57.
Defense wins champ. Hey, high 7. 57's the mic. Watch 57.
You ain't going nowhere.
Go. Hit it. 57.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. And sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They're struggling. 0 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
57's the mic. Mike 57.
Watch the pass. Delta. 57's the mic. Watch 57. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus.
Hatchet. Hatchet. Say.
Back to throw. Glenn. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job defensively to get a piece of the football. He's going to pop it into the air, and then it's the tip drill. And good concentration by him to react to it and pull in the interception.
Hey, alert!
58's the mic. 58's the mic.
After the interception, here's Watson. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing again is Watson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Houston. A big play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
The Jaguars take over.
There we go.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, all of a sudden, we've got an interesting game here. You just saw them go down and score a touchdown. And what was a comfortable lead at halftime, it's down to a two-score game.
And so the obvious thought is they've got to ramp things back up again.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off near the 44. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Two-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a two-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Now it's Watson.
They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing
Thomas has got it, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A gain of 32 that time. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
From the red zone now, Watson.
Watch the curl.
And oh, it'll be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Now, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it was against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Hey, orbit. Go.
Off play action. Glenn. He's going to try and go deep again. He's got a man, complete. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Set up. 18 Gator.
Mike. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Glenn. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Ready.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Off the play fake. Glenn. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion.
Hey, foxtrot. Yes.
All day, baby, all day. Hey, check that.
To throw again. Glenn. There goes a deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. Give him 32 on the play. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
They'll look to throw again.
I got one.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass, excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Second and 3.
That QB's trash.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars.
Touchdown, baby. Let's go.
From 3 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They had the lead in the fourth, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
Boys, bring it up.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, 59! Go!
$58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Rabbit, rabbit.
Throwing again. Watson.
Check, 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 check. Check, check, check.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans.
24!
58, boys, 58. 58 is Mike.
Stay with you.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And Watson's going to go down in the end zone. It's a safety. So a failure there to get rid of the football. I don't know in the end that it's going to matter much here with this game, but it yields another 2 points.
Yeah, I think I'm with you. It may not matter a ton with the deficit that's already there, but like my old coach used to say, it sure ain't going to help.
It doesn't help indeed.
Come on, fellas.
Ready to break.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Sack City, baby.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win.
Smoke! Look at me, zipper! Hey, Echo!
Check 50, check 50. Check, 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 check. He's coming. We got double up.
Watch out, watch out.
Back to throw. Glenn going up top. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you could put yourself in jeopardy.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Try to lay one up deep. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 39. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. He's really putting together a spectacular season. That interception, number 11 now on the year.
And I know we're all taught that 7 is a lucky number. I'd say 11 is for him, huh? No doubt about it.
58's the Mike.
54. I'm coming.
On first down, it's Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's second and a country mile. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
58's the Mike.
Here's Watson throwing on third and long. He gets it to Thomas. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A heck of a play there on third down, but amazingly, they're still short for fourth. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there.
Here we go.
Zoom.
Hey, 58 is a Mike.
Here we go on fourth. Watson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
Let's go now.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have two defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their two remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And my goodness, another interception. And it's a fumble. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Ready. 57's the Mike. Watch 57.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Let's go.
Off play action. Glenn. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The Texans going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. He's checking. Crash. Out. Hey. Get it.
Looking to throw. Glenn. He'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
On the ready.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Check 31.
Check 9.
Yo, go now.
Back to throw. Glenn. And now here is another interception. Picked Picked off at the 23. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Here we go.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Army, Army. Army, Army.
Now a first down throw, Watson. Open man is Higgins. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.